Boys, so today we're going to be teaching you how to climb out of silver elo. So I've been playing in a bunch of different elos, getting very comfortable, and I'm starting to realize that silver is definitely the elo where macro starts to exist. Yeah, Will Johnson, thank you for that gift sub, appreciate that so much. Macro is definitely where, or silver is definitely where macro will start to exist. If you don't know what macro is, it's pretty much just rotations, understanding objective control. So this is where you're going to have to start using a little bit more reasoning behind your plays. You're gonna have to start thinking more thoroughly about what you're going to do and how long you're going to do it for. So I'm going to be teaching you how to be doing that, and I'm going to be teaching you hopefully how to get out of silver elo. I also noticed that there's a hint, not fully, but there's a hint of meta in this MMR. I feel like gold is usually where it fully will, you know, you'll start seeing more meta picks, but you can kind of see that there's a bunch of random champs to get picked in this game. It usually is the time continues as it goes up, you'll only see a select amount of champions. I'm not saying that you need to play a select amount of champions, but it's just something to understand. And with there being more of a smaller group of champions, it definitely will pay off to understand what those champions do, because you won't have to learn every single champ. Let's have to learn a couple. So, let's get into it, boys. We're going to start red. We're going to path towards bot lane because we are going blue Kayn here. If you're ever going to be going blue, you want to make sure that you are playing for your blue form and pathing towards the lane. That it will give you your blue form, which is usually bot lane. And if you're going red, then you usually want to path towards the lane that'll give you red orbs, which is top lane. So if you're playing red, path top. If you're playing blue, path bot. There'll be some changes when you get to the very, very, very higher elos on your pathing. As you guys might have seen, I have a bunch of different paths myself. But let's get this game underway. So we're up against Boveth, who's a pretty tough matchup for blue Kayn. For damage reduction. Whenever she's in her W, she does not take any damage whatsoever. So she's a little bit of a terrifying champ. I think it's her W. Is there W or E? I can't remember off the top of my head. You know what's funny? I have like 50 games of Belvath. But either way, she has an ability that gives a lot of damage and damage reduction. So you gotta be careful of that. She's pathing up right now. I'm gonna ping out. The way that I could tell is because their bot lane came to lane a little bit late. Top lane was already in lane, so this gives me full knowledge of where she started, and if I know where she started, I know where she's gonna look to gank. So notice how mid and or bot wasn't really that pushed. If mid or bot is pushed against like an early ganking jungler, you just gotta be careful. If not, then you know that the enemy jungler is just gonna keep farming. So she's just pathing towards top side right now. Alrighty, boys. Perfect. Good start. So we're probably just gonna look for a dive bot. Look how low they are. I click on his icon and I make sure to press tab to see what sums he used. The reason why I click on him is just in case he had a heal. I could see if he had used heal recently. Draven's backing up here, so just wanted to get a sum there. We got his flash. That's pretty nice. Oh goodness, Draven just full sent him. I thought I was fine just getting the flash. Then I would have repeat ganked when I came after my next clear. That was like a pretty like aggressive play by me. What Draven did was overly ambitious. I think I'll be able to get something on the Bard here, get the XP at least. I got the wave shove in here too. Gotta make sure that we shove this in. I wanted Brand to help me because it doesn't really matter against the CS. We just gotta shove it in fast so they get denied the wave. Yep. Nice. Not the most ideal start, but at least Brand got a kill. So that's gonna be a 28 CS, gank mid. When she resets, she's gonna go back bot side because, like I said, she passed bot top. If she goes to my jungle, I'll run straight to my Raptors. If not, I'll run to my Krugs. So you can see she's actually gonna stay on the map and she's gonna go to her Raptors right now. You got a kill, I did not, but I could just path towards bottom lane and look to pick up some kills. Because their bot lane should have no flashes. I don't know if Bard flash, but I'd assume not, seeing as he died. Usually if someone dies, they would use their flash to try to avoid said death. So, we will see. We'll see when I go down there at least. I'm going to play like an 80% knowledge that he has no flash, but I'm still going to be a little bit cautious. So I won't do anything overly ambitious. Like, I won't try and like flash on him to execute him under tower or something. Play respectful of the knowledge that I do have. Oveth shouldn't have reset yet. She should just be still farming camps. It would mean that she's going to farm them pretty slow. This means that her third rotation of camps, I'm going to be getting a bit of an advantage on her. She killed the top scuttle at like probably 10 seconds after spawn. So did I, so 10 to 15 seconds. So this is why this scuttle is going to spawn around like 6:20. It's the usual 6:05 timer. I'm going to guess 10 to 15 seconds. Could be 20, but we'll see, we'll see. I only know when I finish it. I don't know when she finished it. I'm just assuming that she finished same time as me. I do want to get 6 just so I could look for this dive bot. Unfortunate that the scuttle isn't up right now. So this is why taking that scuttle early on, both scuttles dying early on, could be very beneficial for one of the junglers. Really why in higher elo the junglers looks to do that. Oh wait, what the hell? They had a double ward here. So notice, right as I shot my W, I leveled up my ult at the same time. That way, I was fully able to ulti him. You're only able to ulti after you level up your ult. So I leveled up my, my ulti right as I was shooting my W. I think if Brand helps me with this, that'd be really nice. Yeah, denying Bel'Veth objectives is very important, but I don't know if my Brand will help. Brand is one of the best supports at helping you do the dragon, so hopefully. If not, we could always get off it. Okay. Yeah, this is a good time to take this for the Rift, because if you guys don't know, obviously Bel'Veth will always prioritize the Rift over any other objective. Long's rotating down. Yeah, I think I'll just back up here. Could have got the bot scuttle there, but can't really trust your team in this ELO too much. I would say you can't really trust your teams, like ever rely on them for anything until around like mid-high plat. Mid-high platinum, low diamond is when, actually I wouldn't even say mid-high plat, maybe low mid diamond, when you could start relying on teammates to kind of bail you out, kind of help you for things. You don't need to like kind of guide them. You can see in this ELO, I'm kind of guiding my team. Okay, so she's on the Rift right now. I would need help from Cassante. Nice. Oh man. No, that one was the real one. My bad. Alright, either way. Got the blue form, got the prowess, got the objective. The reason why I knew I could fight that is because Bel'Veth overstayed the map and I had a pressure reset. Yo, legit J11. Thanks so much to tier 1 for so much. Yeah. Paying attention to stuff like that is very important.
By the way, this was Karasmai who would unironically.
Oh, Hot Momba. Thank you for the 1 year. Appreciate that so much. Welcome back. Laughing face. Much appreciated. Definitely want to look for that bot scuttle. I could start getting some more aggressive vision because normally you could put aggression vision if you are, you know, your lanes are ahead early, but they're not. Then whenever you get an advantage, then you can look for it. Right now, I'd say I have a pretty nice advantage. So she went immediately top side, so in her mind, I took her bot side earlier. Wait, LeBlanc didn't even see me. This control ward right here, this spot, is really good against these rotating mid laners. I misclicked. Embarrassing. I just missed out on a free kill. Okay, it's my first game of the day, it's fine. My bad. Oh, my bad. That's their support. You can tell by the ward it was. Next Dragon's in a minute and a half. Right now, we just want to look to invade, obviously. Since we're ahead, we can play a little bit more aggressive than the enemy jungle. If we want as well, we could just take bot tower here. Opening up one T1 tower. It's going to be really hard to break open that top tower. So we're probably going to have to do that after we get a couple more items. Zante is pretty behind and Ornn is near impossible to kill. And the reason why it's scary is because obviously we could 1v2 him, but it would take a long time. And during that time, if Bel'Veth is able to move over and or LeBlanc, we'd probably die. So that's usually why I don't look for plays like that take too long. Else would be able to win the 2v2, but I don't think we will. Because Ornn's very known for his skirmishing powers. Blue's just known for his picks and squishies. And they do not have squishies. Upside, that is. Nice. I also do notice that they start putting a lot more vision in this ELO. Around high silver, low gold, that's when vision starts to actually be a thing concept. So this is where you have to start being a little bit more cautious with where you're walking and when you're approaching ganks. But luckily for Kayn, usually you are walking through terrain, so you don't have to worry too much about vision being too oppressive. Look at the itemization of Bel'Veth. So she has a cloth armor, so she's a little bit tankier. And like I said, she has that damage reduction. A lot of damage reduction, so gotta be very cautious in fighting her. When we fight her with, fight it very slow. You have to poke a lot. Whenever you face these rougher comps with blue Kayn, you have to poke a lot with your W. For high mobility, it should be easy. Nice. That's good. Yeah, Bard's pretty squishy. See, look at his itemization. He only has like a little bit of cloth armor and then little gems, so he's not that tanky. So as soon as he's caught out, it's easy to just force on him. Now I could just get the objective. Normally with blue Kayn, you're never really prepping for a 5v5, usually prepping for a pick into the objective. Also, if you guys don't notice, usually when I'm using my auto, I'll auto Q at the same time. That way it cancels the auto animation. It's a pretty important mechanic, I feel like. Not a lot of people use it. Like that. It pretty much just cancels half the auto animation. There you go. I didn't think Bard would Q backwards there, so it's pretty easy just to be able to get behind him. Now I want to open up the tier 1 mid tower. We also want to look for invades. Oh, that's top side. Probably got our top side camp. Rift's in a minute, so what I could do here is probably just keep farming, pushing line pressure till I get my next item. My next item, what will it be this game? Well, honestly, they don't have any hard CC. Pretty much I could dodge any form of CC they're going to throw my way, so I think Yumu's is really good in this situation. I want to clear all my bot side camps right now, though. I feel like that'd be a pretty crucial thing to do.
By the way, this was Karasmai.
Nice.
Who would unironically
Let's spell check.
win
It's
this
the
game.
2 months. Alright, so now we get the Yumus, we get a control ward. I like to get blue orb personally, post 9, obviously. And then it's just good for scouting. So usually the way that you move around the map and the way that you play is always through the objectives. Whether you're blue, whether you're red, anything, because objectives will carry games. True, and you can never rely on your teammates. This gives you something more concrete to work with. Sometimes your best teammate in the game is going to be Shelly instead of one of your laners. This will also help us break open that top tower. A game where they definitely have a bit of a powerhouse that's delaying the mid game. Trying to delay the mid game as long as possible, because when it's mid game, that's when we start picking up a bunch of freebies. You're trying to delay as long as possible because the obviously wants to play the game to scale. You want to be very cautious here. I don't know how that hit me, but I was behind him. That was scary. I would have had to use my flash if I didn't dodge that Jhin ulti. There's a barrier there. Oh, that's around the corner. Damn it. Not bad. Maybe killed him though. Should be able to get the top tower now here as well. Hopefully. That's good. Killed 4 of them. And we got a lot bot. Yeah, normally you'd want Vex to be there, but like I said, it's ELO, you can't really rely on anyone. Was a bit of an aggressive play to look forward, to be honest, but if I played it properly, I would have been able to kill them all. We just had to get the wave shoved. We weren't able to actually take the tower, and then we separated. Alright. We're gonna honestly look for the Bard. He's still building fairly squishy. I'm gonna use vision to my advantage here. Oh, he saw me. Yeah, if there's a LeBlanc and Bard standing on top of each other, I definitely would rather look to kill the LeBlanc. I'm also trying to scout around for the Jhin. Because Jhin isn't really like farming anywhere, so I'm sure he wants to go farm somewhere. If I'm just constantly looking for him, he'd be a good one to pick off too. Got him. Nice. I had to be very careful there. If you guys don't know, that's a fun little mechanic you can do with Kayn E. If you E and then flash, you can actually flash into a wall. It actually worked out pretty well. Okay. Now we just secure the dragon. That's our little safety net to win this game. If you're ever ahead, if you're ever getting a nice advantage, you always want to look for these dragons. Even if you're behind, it's actually not as hard because you get the objective bounties and the shutdown bounties. Use that strength to get as many kills as you can, then get as much on the map as you can. Unironically, I usually like to play Kayn from behind because whenever you're 2 ahead, if you die, you can unironically lose the game just from 1 or 2 deaths. When you're behind, you kind of make more riskier plays and play a lot more freely. Fine. Right here, they're all lined up. Okay, just getting the Dark Harvest stack there. Probably just shove that wave and make it crash. Get an extra Dark Harvest stack there. Can't do anything for him anyway. I actually live there. Alright. So now our next reset's gonna be probably our biggest power spike. Gonna get the Man Immune into Grudge. Or not Grudge, Lost for sure. Yo, Jakey, thanks for 2 months. Welcome back.
Hoggers 2 months.
Thank you, my boy. Let's group. We don't really need to. Let's look for a pick. I think we play for Baron here at Dragon Soul. Dragon Soul doesn't actually win you the game, it just gives you power to win a fight, and then you use that power to get the Baron, and then you siege with the Baron. Opening up the inhibs is how you win. Yeah, we can do Baron now. Oh, or they just FF. So we were gonna get Baron and then get the top inhib, mid inhib, and then all 5 go bot. Either way, GG. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out. Good luck climbing to gold, my boys. Peace.